My name is Deidre, and I'm the best. All the DJs want to feel my breast. Alright, so welcome to this chapter 18. Still trapped in the ice caves. Or what were we doing last year? What are they calling it?
Whoa.
Mountaineering the Yeti.
Such a thing, but huge Resha. And Toredo.
Did you just call me an asshole?
Why do you bet we need to get to that statue?
I'm willing to bet your life on it. Shit. Alright, more climbing walls. Here we go. Since I am the strongest, most athletic human being on the face of the planet, even though I don't look it, and I actually have a dad bod.
Tenzin, come here.
Danzig. That's your name now. Danzig. Danzig, come here. Stand on it. Danzig. Mother! Can't you see to step one step further?
Tenzin, stand on that other switch.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, can you dine dogo?
Easy for you to say.
Is it? Do I have to mimic what he does? I guess so. Look at that man climb. Could I love him more?
Yeah.
Ah! It was a trap, Danzig. Apologize to your ears. It's not like any of you are watching this shit anyway. Okay then. Mine didn't come out exactly solid. That's what I told my proctologist. Oh shit! There we go. First time I died. First time I died. You just witnessed it. First time I died in this fucking game. That was it. Right there. It went back. How could you know? Oh well, I'm not gonna make excuses. At least now I know. This shit's gonna retract on me. Son of a bitch. Actually, I might have died already once. Up. Up. Jump. Up. Come on. Go up. There we go. I think I'm safe. Actually, I think I died early in the game as well. I have to go back and look at the videos. If I'm that fucking bored and attached to my chair. If I'm not paraplegic by then. 2019, I'll be probably in a very bad spot, so we'll see. You know, your disease is treatable. Yeah, well, so is a headache, but it's always there.
Looks like there's a switch down there.
Can't stop headaches.
Tenzin, pull that switch!
I'm not looking to make you feel sorry for me. I'm looking to make those motherfuckers pay.
Now we're talking.
Made me feel bad growing up. Oh yeah. Fucking sweet, sweet revenge. It's good hot or cold. Just like lobster. Coincidentally, this bell has some ledges sticking out of it. For no reason. Okay, I think I get the point. Jump. there just to knock my ass off? Why would this even be here? Like, anybody think about that? Like, why would this exist? Nobody questions it. It's just like, whatever, it's there. Of course these Tibetans or whomever they are built this stuff. It's only natural for them to do that. That's right, flex. Fucking flex the right arm, flex the left arm, baby. Something tells me this is gonna take forever. Just looking at this area, it's like fucking Tomb Raider on crack. Yeah. Oh, you can't see it. I can see it. It's a lot less blurry than you can. Oh shit. Oh shit. You're gonna do that to me too? Somehow snow got in here on the ledges. There was a guy that I used to game with that used to go out of his way to talk about how many firefights he was in. What a fucking piece of shit. I don't know, I just can't stop playing. I mean, maybe it's just because all the firefights I've been in. Shut the fuck up, dude. If you were in that many firefights, you wouldn't be talking about it like that. Firefights my balls. That fucking firefight you've been having with lotion in your dick. You got one. The other day I saw this video of some guy. He has an MG, and it's stupid. He has like a GoPro or something like that. He's not in anywhere that there's any hostiles, and he's not even. Who knows where he is? He's probably not in Qatar. He's not in Qatar. He's not in Afghanistan. I don't know where the fuck he is. Probably some dirt hole Iraq. And him and his buddy. It's just him and this other one of his squad mates, probably. I'm assuming, and he has an MG for some reason. And he starts acting as if there's like enemies all over the place, and he starts like shooting this bush, and it has like 52 million views. All he's doing is shooting this gun at nothing. There's no fucking.
Sure, Tenzin.
There's no goddamn. There's no fucking perpetrators in the area. There's nothing in the area. There's no tangos. There's absolutely zero in the area where he's shooting, and he's lighting up a bush. He's wasting tax dollars basically with every bullet that he's shooting up this bush. Don't even watch it. I'm not even going to tell you. I mean, I told you enough about it. You can look it up yourself if you want to see it, but it's a fucking embarrassment. Like when I watched that, I was just like, this is the type of phony that you fucking kicked out of your squad or you made fun of in your fucking squad. It's like, dude, you're a fucking prick. Probably gonna go home and talk about how, oh yeah, baby, it was so hard, like this, that, when you were in the rear with the fucking gear the entire time. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I don't even know where to jump. I ain't paying attention. Oh, there's a rope. Somebody asked me the other day why I hate Reddit so much. This stupid, up-and-coming, growing social media platform or whatever. And I hate it because, for a lot of reasons. First of all, I don't like any social media. I don't like Reddit specifically because the way that it's structured. Hard to multitask this. The way that it's structured is, first of all the pricks get the fucking. Like, it works on a voting system if you're not familiar with it. And any comment is voted upon, kind of like, I don't use Facebook or any bullshit like that. And the only reason why I even know about Reddit is because every single time that I would do a search for something, it would show up as like the top fucking thing on like, the search engines. Didn't matter which search engine it was. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Why does it keep showing up every single time? And I go there and I was like, oh, I see. It's just a forum and it's a redone forum. It's a different way of making a forum where you're allowing people to make their own categories within a forum. And it's just a different way of structuring a forum, but with advertisements. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But it has a voting system. So the problem with it, the major flaw of it is it allows for censorship and makes damn sure that other people are able to censor what they don't like. And I don't know about you, but I don't like some fucking, like, my next door neighbor telling me what I can and cannot watch. For all I know, my next door neighbor, thinks that playing this game right here is a cardinal sin. He can suck my dick. I don't really care what he fucking thinks or what he has to say. Or what he wants to try and tell other people what to do. That whole website is built around people who want to do that to you. They want to tell you what you can say. They want to tell you what you could hear. They want to tell you what you could see. And it goes against everything that fucking American stands for. Or America stands for. Your basic fucking freedoms. I just hate censorship of all kinds. And the way that it's structured, the voting system, is that any counter argument, regardless if it's a counter, if it's liked or not, is automatically pushed to the bottom and is never seen because people disagree with it in hordes, because people are group thinkers by nature. This looks like the end of a chapter.
Gotta get over there somehow.
Maybe not.
Well, guess I'm doing it the hard way.
But yeah, it puts all the counterpoints down at the bottom. And, I don't use it. I do use it because I was invited by a buddy of mine to help moderate this, this sub-forum for Grim Dawn. Because I was a backer of Grim Dawn, that game Grim Dawn, if you've ever played it. If you haven't played it, I suggest playing it. It's a very fucking fun game. If you like ARPGs, old school ARPGs like Diablo 2 or anything like that, I highly recommend it. It is better than Diablo 2. It's better than Diablo 1. It's 10 times better than Diablo 3. The only thing that comes on, is even remotely close to it is Path of Exile. But even Path of Exile is really it's more of a seasonal type thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It all has to do with personal preference. But that game is fantastic. And you can, waste 5,000 hours in that game and still feel as though, you've barely scratched the surface and you enjoy it every single time that you go to play it because there's so many different variations that you can do. It's a traditional action RPG in every sense of the word. It's isometric. Well, I think it's actually 2.5D now that I think about it. It's not isometric in the sense that it's GIFs or anything like that. I can't believe I'm doing all this and I'm fucking rambling, half drunk. How have I not died more? Oh! Spoke too soon. Fuck. So yeah, anyway, that's how I know about that Reddit place besides the search engine. And I'm telling you right now that that's going to be the downfall of any sort of social fabric that we have, because you're only going to get opinions of people who agree with each other, who suck each other's dicks, who pander to each other, and who are against all the same thing for each other. And it's regardless if you're, take for instance, just as an example, this is hypothetical, Nazis, right? Or some sort of political party, something like that. It could be any political party. Oh, fuck. If you're against it, go to the right. If you're against it, which most people are, their argument will never be seen, never be heard, right? They'll be shunned from anywhere. And that goes against the basic principles of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. And these people will make up excuses as to why they shouldn't be allowed to say this, that, or the other. And it's kind of well, isn't that saying the same thing as, basically you're saying that I can't think for myself? That if I watch a violent video game or I watch a violent movie, that I'm going to be violent? Isn't that what you're saying? That if I read this violent bullshit or from these zealots, or, that I'm going to transform into one of them? No, that's not how it fucking works, dude. And the more that you keep it away and you don't tell people the difference between right and wrong, who are younger, who don't know any better, the more you grow up in a society that's used to not having freedoms. And I'm against that. I don't know if that's political, but I'm against any sort of censorship and any sort of fucking, regardless of what it is. I don't take a political stance. I'm not left, right, middle, whatever. I agree with some of this. I agree with some of that. I just think that people should be fucking not treated like shit, and they should be treated fairly, and everyone should have an equal shot. Everybody deserves a second fucking chance. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, there's certain nuances to certain things, but other than that, it's the same thing. Other than that, I don't believe that I have the right to tell you what you cannot and cannot say, or what you can and cannot write, or what you can and cannot publish, or what you can and cannot see, because that follows that I could tell you what you could see and what you could fucking think. And that's fascism. It's fascism. And that is ultimately the exact same thing that these fucking people say that they're against. That is the ultimate hypocrisy, and that's why I absolutely hate Reddit. So if you're ever looking for a reason as to why I hate Reddit, and I will never like that fucking website, I don't give a shit. They would have to pay me to like that website. It's just going to get worse.
Yes, I'm here. Sure.
Jump without even fucking thinking twice.
Got this.
Talking shit made the jump. But enough of that crap. I don't even want to fucking talk about them. They're worse than like YouTube commenters. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see real America, you want to see how real people are in this country, look at any YouTube comment, look at any Twitter comment, anything like that, as long as it's not removed or censored. And you'll get the real fucking boy. Alright, enough of that. Watch the cinematic. My pants. Jump one hand. You're keeping me from my edibles here. There we go. I can one hand this. Oh, that's much better.
Let's hope there's another way out of here.
Drake, they'll shot.
This must be them. Schaefer's expedition.
Oh.
Chintamani stone. Huh. More resin.
Did not pay attention to Schaefer.
Hello. Would you look at this?
Corpses would be if they're frozen.
These men were all shot.
Thanks for pointing out the obvious.
Oh, that's the Irman Sul. It's the life tree.
It's a uterus.
Honor Nerbe. Oh, Jesus.
And they're Germans.
They were SS.
Yeah.
Nazis.
Nazi?
I don't even know what a Nazi is. That guy doesn't know what a Nazi is. Speaking of Redditors.
What would a man become? Tenzin, Schaefer did this.
Ah.
Schaefer killed them.
Mare.
Yes. It's the only way to stop them.
Sure.
You know.
Shit.
How do you know that Schaefer killed him?
We have to find a way out of here. Now.
P40. There you go. Classic infantry semi-automatic rifle. Or what they call that, a submachine gun back then. I don't know.
Hey, there's a switch.
There's an MG42, which is, of course, the machine gun 42. The most feared gun in World War II.
Ah, there you go.
MP40 machine pistol, 9mm. The Britons called it. Answer to that was the grease gun. Bullshit. They don't even take damage, I don't think. The MP44 was the improvement of this gun. It's starting to sound like a gun buff. It's just because I know
Attention! The elevator's down! Jump for it!
quite a bit about the Second World War that, or World War II, whatever you want to call it. The British like to call it the Second World War. I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Look out! What?
Big deal out of it. If you say World War II, they say Second World War, as if you're insulting.
I got you.
That was relatively quick. I didn't even think getting on that thing would do anything.
We're almost out.
Broke this thing. Luger to the head, Luger to the fucking head. No! Huh. I gotta go speak with Schaefer.
You okay?
That murdering prick. He told me nothing about killing Nazis.
Oh no. Tenzin!
Got out in time.
Besas.
Just in time to watch
Bema.
the village burn. Yeah, that'll take us about 4 days to get down to.
Nate,
What happened?
it's Lazarevich. They found us.
Bema kawa.
I don't know. I don't know.
Why are you still wearing a harness?
Kare.
Molshafer and Yamdudu.
Schaefer.
They went the other way.
All right.
Nate, this is our fault.
What?
We did this.
Just stay here.
This ain't our fault. This is your fault. You came here.
Come on.
We didn't lead that fucking asshole here. What? Leave it to her to fucking blame.
We'll see about that.
Welcome to Chapter 19, The Siege. If you're just joining us, we've been talking about Nazis, all things fascism, and right wing, and extremely social. What do they call them? Socialized right?
Get inside!
Yeah. In other words, the people of Reddit. And other social media outlets, because they're no different, right? Twitter will become that too. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. I mean, have so many goddamn social media sites. Shit, I can't even remember the very first one. Was it GeoCities? No. Zoom? It wasn't MySpace, it was something else. I can't remember the name. Adult Friend Finder, maybe? I should look these sites up. Adult Friend Finder, I really like that site. I hooked up with a girl from Adult Friend Finder before. You know what her kink was? Look, I'm serious right now. I'm not even fucking joking. I'm getting an AK. I met up with this girl, right? And I was maybe 19, something like that. And she lived in she lived in East LA, but she was like kind of she wasn't past Echo Park, but either way. Dude, when I met her, right, she was extremely attractive. She looked better than the photo that she sent me. Like, I didn't have any expectations. But she had some severe, like, kinks. All right? I don't know how else to put this. On the left. She told me, and I shit you not, like, we were gonna finish the deal. You know what I mean? Because we were borderline, we were feeling each other up, so we were borderline getting it on. And she told me that she liked to be choked.
Ah!
I'm not joking. She actually said that she liked to be choked, and she asked me if I would choke her. And something about me just like knew inherently that that's like wrong. Like it's something I would never do. I wouldn't say wrong. Like whatever your kink is your kink. I couldn't do it. Like, and I was like, no matter how much I wanted to fuck this girl, like I couldn't bring myself to choke her. I couldn't do it. And maybe I'm a coward, but I could not choke her. Like I was just like, this isn't, like it may be nice for you, but when I was thinking about it, I was like, this would not please me. It would make me soft. That is an absolute, honest to God, hand to God, fucking, I swear on my right nuts, that is an honest to God, true story. True story. And it's a shame too, because she was absolutely, you know, gorgeous and nice and sweet and all these other things, but she just had this strange kink. And I've met girls with stranger kinks than that since then. But I mean, this girl did not seem like that's the type of thing that she'd like. So it took me, guys interrupting me. All these guys, all the gray and black dress fucking assholes. But I swear to you. And it's not that crazy. I mean, by today's standard, yeah, it's not that crazy. You've probably seen porn like that. But when it actually happens to you, and remember, this wasn't recently. This was like when I was fucking 19 or 20. You know what I mean? Some years ago. It came out of nowhere. I mean, when you're actually in that position, I mean, porn didn't even really exist where it had that. Like gonzo porn or whatever the hell you want to call it. This is like 98, 99, I want to say. I'm not clear on the time. It's been quite a long time. I don't even remember her name. But like she never spoke to me again because I wouldn't do it. And I was just like, all right, it sucks. I was like, can we have like some sort of get together, a relationship, not a relationship, but you know, like getting with each other? Where it doesn't involve you getting choked, and she wouldn't do it. She would not do it. Had no justifiable reason for it either. One of my girlfriends used to be into toe stuff.
You're dead.
And you think of the girls today, and they look pretty homely, you know? The girls in the 90s, they didn't look homely at all. They were pretty wild. Like, this is where all these fucking, like, what are those girls? What do they try to call themselves? Riot girls? Like, they're phony compared to the fucking, like, girls that I was into. The riot girls that I was into, they were real riot girls. I mean, these girls were like punk fucking rock. Compared to the girls posing nude with tattoos. What is riot girl about that? You're not doing anything fucking hardcore. Like these girls that I fucking... One girl I dated was fucking wild, man. She threw a television set off a bar through this fucking pool hall's window. Like, because the entire pool hall it was next door to like an adult shop. And it was like, so it was nothing but windows and maybe like a foot border from like a... I don't know what those things are called, but either way, like it had like it was braced by like a foot of cement or something. But it was glass to glass, so they were one-way kind of windows, so you could see in, but when you were inside, it was like mirrored or whatever. Well, the bartender said something to her, and this is when she was like 17.
Nice.
Said something to her, and she fucking ripped that TV like off from behind the thing. She climbed up on that thing and just fucking like chucked that through one of the windows. It broke two of the windows because she hit right in the center divider, and I was like, I'm in love with this girl. Like anyone who's that fucking hardcore, you know? I was like, because that's what I'm like, in a way. Granted, I don't do things, like, to me it's a little bit more violent, but that is just like, you're not gonna fuck with me, fuck you, and like just the shit she said was just like, oh my god. Please touch it. No, oh shit. Oh, perfect. A knee-high wall. It was that kind of relationship, and I was with her for like 2 years, man. That's fucking nuts. And that's part of the reason why I ended up only being 2 years, is because she was like, I really started realizing how fucking nutty she was. But it was fine. Like, she wasn't crazy though. Like clinically, she was just fucking nuts. Like, and after a while, you just kind of I don't want to say it gets old, but it's just kind of like, oh my god, you know, let up a little bit in certain situations, because you're like a pit bull, you know, you need to you don't always have to be fucking 100%. It gets tiring after a while, but she was still, like, I'll remember her forever. She'll be in my mind for the rest of my fucking life. No idea what happened to her, but she was fantastic. Every girl that I got with when I was in high school was fantastic. She was one that I was with while I was in the end of high school and after out of high school. Fucking rocked my world.
Okay.
Took way too many bullets to kill that fucking kid. This is ridiculous. This is all about gunplay now. Like, have you noticed? Like like we had a little break in the snow, but like everything's been gunplay. What happened to you, Danzig? What the fuck? You just let this guy go by you? Mother, teach your children not to walk my way. I can't. How to stay alive. I don't know how that song goes.
Look out!
I need an Uzi for this. Close quarters combat. Anyway, a lot of the boys nowadays would be afraid of that shit. Like, if I told my nephews that stuff, they wouldn't believe me if I told them. They'd just be like, because their frame of reference with their girls are so different. So different. I just can't even believe it. Like, I feel sorry for them having to deal with, you know, whatever their sexual, like, maturity with the types of people and bullshit you have to deal with, and now safe spaces are a thing, you know, all that crap. Like, I just feel sorry for them because they just can't be themselves. Like, they have to worry about everybody else's feelings. It's fuck your feelings, dude. If you don't like it, change the channel. You know, if you don't like what I'm saying, go away. I didn't ask you here. If you don't like it, fuck off. And whatever happened to that? Why don't they teach that in school anymore? Stay away from it. It ain't for you. You don't belong everywhere. Sorry, that's just the way life is. It may or may not suck, but it's something you have to come to terms with. It's reality. Everybody's had to deal with it. I've had to deal with it just as much, but that's the whole reason why I'm able to say it. It's not because I've had it easy. Yeah, don't bother killing them, Danzig. But it's because I've been through it, so I'm able to say, you know, what the fuck? Just fucking put your chin up and tell them to go fuck themselves. If they don't like it, tough shit. Oh, yeah, badass. You're a real badass, aren't you? Maybe by your standards, sure. But not the badasses I know. They wouldn't even say anything. They wouldn't even give you the heads up that I'm telling you right now. If you're fucking 16, 15 years old watching this right now, Don't take shit from nobody. You understand? Don't take shit from anyone. Even if they even your teachers, if they have some bullshit to say or something. Quit worrying about it. It's not the end of the fucking world. Like, you're gonna be more miserable. Oh shit, drop it off. You're gonna be more, oh nice. You're gonna be more miserable in later life. You're not gonna believe me because I sound like an old man. This is nice. I'll take this. Ain't got time to bleed. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. High school is not the end of the world. The most important time of your life is not high school. It's the things that you're doing at that age outside of a high school environment. School doesn't mean shit. I can name you plenty of people, and I'm not, telling you to drop out, but I know plenty of people who are extremely successful that dropped out of school. They never went to high school. But if you want to go that route, it's your choice. That's fine. You don't have to always do what other people tell you to do. That's the only advice I'm going to give you. The rest, you're on your own. And the only reason why I'm giving you that advice is because no one gave that shit to me when I was young. No one told me that. And that was part of the reason why I had to fucking learn to fight for myself and all this other shit. And I learned shit the hard way. Because I had no fucking father in my life. I had no father figure to fucking tell me, hey, this ain't right, that ain't right. Drop the gun. Where is it? Get some. Anyone who runs is a VC. Anyone who stands still is a well-disciplined VC. What are you doing? Semantic. 100 headshots. Bating. There we go. Hey man, I ain't trying to redeem nobody. I ain't trying to defend nobody. I'm trying to redeem no race. I'm not fighting for nobody. I ain't trying to redeem no race. No. Man, I ain't. Yeah. Hey, look, man, I ain't.
Just what I need.
I ain't trying to redeem nobody. I ain't fighting for no race. There you go. That was, James Earl Jones' best role that he's ever played. That you probably have never seen, unless you're my age. Or really into movies, but it's called The Great White Hope. It's about Jack Johnson, who happens to be one of my heroes. It's based off his life. And James Earl Jones played him in a play on Broadway, and then it turned into they made it into a movie. And I'm not saying the movie's fantastic, but his performance in it is fucking fantastic. Absolutely. Shit. Later. If you ever get the chance to see it, I suggest you watch it, man. It's fucking powerful. And the thing is it vaguely follows Jack Johnson's life, but it's post-fighting of, I can't remember who he fought, who came out of retirement to fight him. There's a documentary out there made by Ken Burns' brother called Unforgettable Blackness, which is about Jack Johnson. Outstanding documentary. If you ever want to know anything about Jack Johnson, I suggest you watch that. I watch it like at least once a month. Because I'm obsessed with him. He's just so magnanimous. That's the chapter right here. I guess we'll end it. This has been a long ass 2 chapters. This is only like 2 chapters, right? This was Siege, wasn't it?
Bema!
I
Bema!
didn't see any other chapter marker. I was too busy rambling.
장생 알아계셔.
What?
알아계셔. 장생 알아계셔.
I guess it's better that way to ramble, so the time passes. Or do you not like that? If you like it, go ahead and comment. If you don't like it, go ahead and comment. I like reading stuff like that.
Oh, crap. Jump! Jump!
Oh shit. Yeah, this is the end of the chapter. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.